We're back for some more of my birthday special, and we're playing Jeopardy featuring Alex Trebek for the DOS. Let's see how we do in this game. Here we go. Let's do this. We'll do expert. Use the space bar to buzz in. Semifinals, okay.
Hi everyone and welcome to Jeopardy.
We have Scott and Kirsten facing me today. Here we go.
Here we go, round one. One daily double will appear on the board in these categories.
We're dealing with weather, opera, landmarks, what's in a name, fruits and vegetables, and finally, hodgepodge. I do not wish to change the categories. I'm going to leave it the way they are and go with fruits and veggies for 100. This dried fruit is often found in carrot cake. What are raisins?
You are correct.
Fruits and vegetables, 200. As stated on most gelatin boxes, this fruit should be cooked before adding to a gelatin mixture. What is pineapple?
Right.
Fruits and vegetables, 300. Also called the pie plant, its long reddish stalks are edible when cooked. Hold on. There we go. What is rhubarb?
That's it.
Fruits and vegetables for 400. Collards, kale, and bok choy are all types of this vegetable. What is lettuce?
No.
Oh, food. It is cabbage. Oh, yeah.
You are correct.
Hodgepodge, 100. The original Peeping Tom supposedly saw her ride. Who is Lady Godiva?
Yes.
Hodgepodge, 200. At the Berlin Wall, this American immortalized the words, "Ich bin ein Berliner." Who is John F. Kennedy?
Yes.
Hodgepodge, 300. Name of the national park famous for faithful aquatic eruptions. What is Yellowstone?
That's it.
Hodgepodge, 400. Despite its verdant name, this large island is primarily ice cap. What's Greenland?
Right.
Hodgepodge, 500. It was really in battle, not in bed, as in the play, that he killed Duncan. Who is Macbeth?
You are correct.
Up to $1,700 in cash. Let's finish off fruits and vegetables for 500. Or what's in the name 500? State whose name comes with the coupling of its founder's name with the Latin word for trees. What is Pennsylvania?
Right.
Let's go back to fruits and vegetables for 500. In France, this onion-like vegetable is known as the asparagus of the poor. What is a leek?
Right.
What's the name for 100? Though his name means respect, though his name means famous, this Dangerfield gets no respect. Who is Rodney, or what is Rodney?
Yes.
Rodney Dangerfield, yep. What's in the name 200? Variations on this most common feminine name in Christian lands includes May, Polly, and Marie. Kirsten. Oh, Mary, yeah.
Yes.
What's in the name 300? Princess in Hebrew, or the Lee nobody doesn't like. What is Sarah?
Right.
What's in the name for 400? His forte is singing, not being a bean farmer as his first name implies. Kirsten. She doesn't know.
No.
Too bad. Who is Fabian?
That's it.
Yeah. Landmarks 100. The Topkapi Palace in this city boasts the world's finest collection of Chinese porcelain. What is Istanbul?
Yes.
Landmarks 200. The Atomic Bomb Memorial Dome, a building left unrebuilt after World War II, is a peace symbol in this city. Scott. Hiroshima.
That's it.
Landmarks 300. The Ancient and Honorable Artillery Company, the oldest military organization in the U.S., meets in this Boston landmark. What is Boston Common?
No, sorry, that is wrong.
Faneuil Hall, oh yeah.
Right.
Landmarks 400. Oh,
The answer there is the daily double.
got the daily double. And you have $900. How much are you going to put at risk? 630. All right. The Spanish steps aren't in Madrid, but in this world capital. What is Rome?
Yes.
Got it. Landmarks 500. On January 22nd, 1905, troops of Nicholas II shot hundreds of demonstrators in front of this Leningrad landmark. The skull?
No.
No way. The stomach? No.
No? The correct response is
The Winter Palace. Weather for 100. Of a high or low pressure system, the one you'd prefer if you wanted to get a tan at the beach. What is high?
you are correct.
Weather for 200. In 1990, names for these in the Atlantic included Arthur, Bertha, and Klaus. What are hurricanes?
Right.
Weather 300. Planes often climb to the stratosphere to avoid these icy, high-speed winds. What are jet streams?
That's it.
Weather 400. Meteorology comes from this philosopher's book of weather observations. Who is Socrates?
No.
Ah. Aristotle, yeah.
Yes.
Weather 500. A uniformly gray rain cloud extending over the entire sky, named from Latin for cloud. What is nimbus?
That's it.
That just leaves the opera category. 100. The Lone Ranger's theme is this opera's overture. What is William Tell?
You are correct.
200. Profession of Rossini's Figaro. What's a barber?
You are correct.
300. Italian tenor whose aria Pagliacci aria was the first ever to sell 1 million copies. Who is Enrico Caruso?
Yes.
400. Lieutenant Pinkerton's girlfriend, Cho San. Who is Tokyo Rose?
No.
Ah. It is Madame Butterfly.
Right.
Now the last clue. (1976) was also the bicentennial of this famed Milan Opera House. What is La Scala? La Scala.
Right.
So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I have 4,200 or 4,300. Scott 1,030. Kirsten 500.
The double Jeopardy round. So here we go. 2 daily doubles to help you in one of these categories.
We're dealing with animals, comic strips, World War II, science, world geography, and finally, celebrity sayings. I will not change the categories. I will keep them. Sorry. Kirsten, start with you. World War II, 200. 1944, this country was hit by 650,000 tons of bombs. What is Japan?
No.
Ah. Germany, yeah.
Right.
Okay. It's alright. I'm not tripping. World War II, 400. In December 1940, the Japanese referred to this forthcoming attack as Operation Z. Pearl Harbor,
You
yeah.
are correct.
Before the stop at Bitburg Cemetery, Reagan visited the site of this concentration camp. What is Bergen-Belsen? Yep.
You are correct.
Germany's Tiger tanks were built by this auto manufacturer. What is Porsche?
Right.
World War II, 1000. City where de Gaulle set up the Provisional National Committee of the Free French in 1940. London, oh yeah.
You are correct.
Comic strips, 200. Jim Davis named this cat after his grandfather, not the 20th president. Who is Garfield?
Yes.
Comic strips, 400. John Steinbeck wrote the preface of a book about this Al Cap character. Who is Little Abner?
You are correct.
Comic strip, 600. Standard comment of Little Orphan Annie's dog, Sandy. What is ARF?
You are correct.
Comic strips for 800. His favorite mode of transport was his dinosaur named Dinny. Who's Alley-oop?
Right.
Comic strips, 1000. During the Depression, she sold apples on the street, but now she gives only free advice. Kirsten. Mary Worth.
That's it.
Celebrity sayings, 200. She accepted her Oscar for Best Actress shouting, "You like me, you like me." Who's Sally Field?
That's it.
Celebrity sayings, 400. Or science, 200. The first solvent widely used by modern dry cleaners. It was unleaded. What is gasoline?
You are correct.
Let's go back to celebrity sayings for 400. 1936 symbol who said, "It's not the men in my life that count, it's the life of my men." Who is Mae West?
That's it.
Somebody's saying 600. Romantic Auto who said, "This king stuff is pure bull. I'm just a lucky slob from Ohio." Who's Clark Gable?
That's it.
Celebrity saying 800. This short thespian complained, "I was a 14-year-old boy for 30 years. Who's Mickey Rooney?
That's it.
Celebrity saying 1,000. Golf is a good walk spoiled, said this author of Huckleberry Finn. Who's Mark Twain?
Yes.
Let's go to science for 400. Now the five figures at 10,100. It's our solar system's second largest planet. What is Venus?
No, sorry, that is wrong.
Saturn, oh yeah.
Yes.
Animals, 200. To replace lost water, these desert chimps may drink 20 gallons or more at a time. What are camels?
Yes.
Animals, 400. Named for a marsupial, this rodent drums on the earth with its large legs to communicate. What's a kangaroo rat?
Right.
Animal, 600. These members of the squirrel family lived in excavated towns, which may be populated by thousands of them. What are prairie dogs?
Right.
Animals, 800.
The answer there is the daily double.
Speaking of true daily double. Most species of this fabulously colored and plumed birds live in New Guinea, not in Shangri-La. What are birds of paradise?
Right.
Animals, 1,000.
The answer there is the daily double.
Well known as a pet, the golden variety of this mammal goes through pregnancy in only 16 days. What's a hamster?
You are correct.
Let's go to gasoline for 600, please. Science, 600. Depending on the length of the path this takes, thunder might be a short clap or a long rumble. What is lightning?
Right.
Science, 800. th century Austrian zoologist Karl van Frisch discovered the dance of these insects. What are bees?
Yes.
Science, 1,000. It's a special field of computer science trying to come up with machines that think for themselves. What is artificial intelligence?
Right.
That just leaves the last category, 200. Cape Agulhas, not the Cape of Good Hope, is this continent's southernmost point. What is Africa?
Right.
400. Of California, Canada, and Colombia, the one with the fewest people. What is Colombia?
No, sorry, that is wrong.
Yeah. Canada?
That's it.
Oh, wow. New World country closest to Africa. What is Brazil?
That's it.
800. It's the lowest land point in the entire Western Hemisphere. Death Valley, yep.
Yes.
Turkey's largest city, formerly called Constantinople and Byzantium. What is Istanbul? What is Istanbul?
Right.
So at the end of Double Jeopardy, I have 47,400. Scott has 2230. Kirsten 4100.
Here is today's final Jeopardy category.
Wars. Okay.
Final Jeopardy answer
The
is
only time a U.S. president personally led troops in battle while in office was during this war. What is the War of 1812?
what did you put down as your response?
War of 1812.
That's it.
Yep.
And your wager was?
So I'm going to end up with $50,000 this game alone.
What did you put down as your response?
Yep.
Yes. And your wager was?
So you're up to 3430.
What did you put down as your response? No, sorry.
Great Northeast
wrong.
Blackout? No way.
And your wager was?
So you dropped down to $540. So I'm the winner with 50 grand. And we're going to go ahead and call it apart here for this segment. I'm going to see you all for that next one in just a little bit. Stick around, folks. We will be right back.